Hello? One sec. Or perhaps. One moment, please. Please. Da, 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 da. Oh, yep. Okay. Aw. I'm really bad at, like, picking the right. Oh, God. So, I put the party hat on. But it's hard to fit it in the frame. So I'm just gonna, like, sit really far away. I don't know. There's some FGO sounds. Because you're gonna want to hear, the same sounds repeatedly, right? This is it. Oh, yeah, sorry I started a bit late. I had to reconfigure a bunch of stuff because when I streamed on Tuesday? Yes. I messed with the screen capture to only capture like some of the screen for Token Rambu, so I had to like readjust it. Actually, I would prefer to just find like a reset default button. Excuse me, but I didn't figure out how to do that. Hello, Akiwa Doshi. Hi. Also, hi, some random dude. They gave these hats out. When was that? 2019? Whatever year it was that they actually did FGO tour. Was it 2019? I have some of the other ones too. I tragically only managed to get 3 of them. The Demon Pillar hats. But yeah, this is it. We're going to be doing this for, I don't know, I did this for 3 hours earlier. If anyone caught a glimpse before I started, it said I've done 112 runs. I literally was just watching Callie and Kiara stream and just doing this. I think I stopped to clear my AP in the other server. That's true. I think we just took some extra ones that were on chairs no one sat in because we were like, we want all of them. I think, how many Demon Pillars are there? 9? I hope you're ready for Alma was like me when I need to take a shit. And the Barbados scream. I think I put the other 2 back in the packing box I found them in. But yeah, we're literally, well, I already went through like 20 apples earlier. This is it. Welcome to FGO, where you wait for like one time of year to just one turn a boss over and over again, and that's how you get resources. Can one say that I would recommend this game? I don't know. I don't know. They have the newer events. I don't think they had them at US events. Maybe at the end, but they have the little like faux hats now too. With the little cardboard faux. I don't know if they've given those out at any US events though, or if they just started giving them out too recently. But yeah, I'm just doing it with senseiing. I know that there's some like big brain things you can do, but nah, I have MP3 senseiing. Martha just stands there because sometimes you get like the debuffs are random, so when I get Buster debuffed, I just use her to clear it, but otherwise she's just there. She's yeah, I started a bit late. I did have a job interview right before this, but I finished like about 1:40, I think. But yeah, it took me a bit to set up because I had the screen capture set to only capture a certain chunk of the window. I'm sure there's a way to like full reset that. I'll have to look it up. But that will be useful for FGO because I can get rid of the blue sidebars. Well, with this server, I can kind of just adjust the size and then it looks fine. But with JP, because my tablet's janky, I have the sidebars on the top and the bottom and it's like harder for me to get it out of the way. It'd be like free random shit at cons. We miss cons. Just in general. So I don't know if they're gonna do FGO tour again in the US because this is like, I don't know how to, because they would have announced it like by the time that cons you know, by the time it was obvious that cons weren't going to happen last year, it was still like kind of late enough in the year that I think they would have announced it if they had been planning on it. So I don't know how, if they didn't think it did well or what, but it was cool. I mean, my opinions about FGO tour were that I feel like, because I went to it at ASIN, since that's my local area con, I feel like we got kind of shafted because I think literally all the other cons had like special Japanese guests. So I was kind of pissed off about that, but the physical space was cool. I definitely like cried a little when I first saw it because I am unfortunately that lame. Because I also bought a ton of shit, so it would be nice if they do it again here whenever cons come back. But I don't know if they're planning on it. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure it depends on, you know, how it went financially. Also, it would have been cool to go to the standalone event, but obviously that was like only in California because that's what always happens. But yeah, we're just here. I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think. I got a decent amount of stuff. It was like 2 years ago almost at this point. So I'm like, well, and some of the merch, because the other thing is they like added more merch at each stop, but ASIN was basically the first stop other than the standalone event. So we had like the least stuff, and then each time they went to a new city, they were like, now there's more shit. Because I know they added the St. Quartz pins, which I do have one because they sold them when they did online events last year. They sold them afterwards, so I do have that, which is lit. I used to, when I was younger, I would pull out a certain amount of cash and limit myself to spending only that, but like I don't really do that anymore. I've given up. Though I think I buy less stuff now just because, well, not recently. I haven't really bought merch other than like whole life CDs that I've bought physical copies of. I haven't. I'm lying. But I used to buy figures a lot. That's kind of what I mean. I haven't bought figures. So once you start buying online, if you know how to buy them, like they're overpriced at cons. Also, it's hard to know. Other than, like, I do buy from specific stores at cons that I know are trustworthy. But it's hard to know what's going to be bootleg or not a bootleg. And they're usually overpriced. Like, if I see, like, an old rare figure I want, I'll, like, look it up on my figure collection to get an idea of if they're way overcharging or not at a con. Like, there's one store that has cool stuff, but every time I've looked up the prices, I'm like, they're overcharging. It's that one booth that always has, like, the really limited event posters. I don't know about if they're overcharging for those. But when I've looked up the prices of, like, figures that I've wanted that they've had, I'm like, it's way... No. So, I'm not quite sure about the posters, though. I feel like if anyone's been to, because I know, I mean, a lot of the booths go to different cons in the US, so people might know which one I mean. Because they always have posters, like really limited Japanese event posters, that are also super expensive, which I can't tell you if that is a fair price or not. But now, yes, when I started buying figures online, it's like, it's a lot easier to be like, but yeah, I need Merlin for support. And specifically the newer money CE because it gives a higher percentage. So you can make, the highest I've made off of run is like 3 million, which is like nice. I think I've had like 2 runs that were that good. Money. We need money in game just like we need money in real life. The last figure I bought was the big Ku altar and I ordered it, I don't remember how long ago. I got it not that long ago. It took forever because I was too cheap to pay for expensive ass pandemic shipping. But it came eventually. It just took like 4 months after they shipped it to get here. I think that, oh, and I pre-ordered the Disney Nendroid, which I think comes out, I made a note in my phone of everything I've pre-ordered and when it comes out so that I know. And some stuff I've just gonna get shipped to my parents' house since we're probably gonna move. Hopefully. But yeah. Big ass Ku figure is the last big figure I bought. And I pre-ordered, I think that's the only figure I have on pre-order. Because I couldn't not get a Dizzy Android. See, this is a crappy run because it's only 500. Mainly money. Well, this drops like everything. Is the other thing. It's like, for people that are like, but why would you just do this repeatedly? It drops a shitload of money. It drops a lot of other materials as well that are a pain in the ass to grind. Because FGO is honestly, as far as it being kind of outdated as far as quality of life goes, the options for material grinding are not that great. It's like, do this stage that costs like 2 stamina like 100 times. Which, to be fair, this is kind of the same vibe, but at least you get a ton of shit. And it's not that hard to do it in one turn. My Sanzang is MP3, but from the spreadsheet I was looking at, because that's the other thing, when you play English, you know what's coming, so you can like plan ahead of time. Oh, I didn't kill in one hit. Did I forget a buff? Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. We made a little fucky wucky. What did I forget? Did I forget the clothes one, or was that just a bad damage roll? No, yeah, I forgot this one. Whoops! This is fine. But you can plan ahead of time, and usually for these big things like raids or lotto events, some people will like make a spreadsheet that tells you different setups you can use. So that's kind of the nice thing about playing the English server. So you know what's coming. See, this is pretty decent. Yeah, and I also have like an insane amount of stamina refill items. I don't know why. I just don't use them. I have like 700 of them. Actually, I'm closer to like 650 now because I use so many already just on this. Which is good because I'm like, I have more than I could ever use. Like, literally. And I don't know how that happened. Oh, see, so yeah, he uses a random debuff or buff. So when he uses Buster Down, we literally just have Martha here because she clears debuffs. Thank you for contributing to team. Thank you. But Sanzang is really good for this. There was some funny stuff when this came out in Japan of people using Waver because he gets extra damage for the event. But obviously, since his MP does not do damage, it's a support one, you have to like buff him so he can just hit it to death. It's pretty good, but that's too big brain for me. Like, I'm just gonna do this easy, straightforward. Even with just one copy of her, it works. I know a couple people that are using Kintoki, but you need more than one copy of him, I think, to make that work. I just have one. But yeah, this is it. Also, yeah, I need pages. How do I need them now? Ooh, and bones. See, those are like things that are a pain in the ass to grind for normally. So that's why we do this. FGO really do be like 3 times a year you can infinitely do something for a shitload of items, and any other time you are going to suffer. You are going. But yeah, my thought was that I'll probably stream until about 4-ish. I didn't get much done today, but at the same time, it's like I don't have school anymore, so what do I have to get done? Nothing. I woke up and watched the stream, and it was pretty long. I did this the whole time, which is why I already had over 100 runs when I started streaming. And I was gonna work out, and for some reason, the Switch wasn't working with the TV. I unplugged and replugged everything, so I don't know what's up with that. I was going outside to run for like the 1 week that it was really, really nice out, and that's over already. It's not like it's cold, but it's kind of gloomy looking out there. It's like in the 50s or 60s. Actually, it must be in the 50s, or else I might have gone out. I don't know. For me, nice weather is like upper 60s or like 70 plus. Fahrenheit, obviously. Disclaimer. No, Celsius, I want to die. So it's like, it's air quotes cold. It's like 50 degrees out. It's not warm enough for me to like want to go out for fun and like stay outside. Because it was nice. Yeah, right? That's why. That's why we do this. I'm not paying that much attention, but I know I had at least 2 runs earlier that were like 3 million, which is like a really good run. Also, hello again, Lofi Kit. I'm doing this today. But yeah, now that the weather, well, until the weather gets warm again, I was just like, I'll just play Ring Fit Adventure again. It's been like 50 years. So I did it on Tuesday. And then today, the TV just was like, no. I don't know. So, which is fine, because I would have had to do a really short session since I had to eat lunch and then I had that job interview. But I don't have to see what the hell is up with the Switch dock and the TV. I could play it on my computer using the capture card for the screen, but I don't want to. Because I have my dock here with my capture card and everything plugged into it. And then Alma's is just actually by the TV. Yeah, this is pretty good. 2.2 million. We have 663 golden apples. I don't know how that happened. Wait, Merlin with the money, see? Yeah. Usually when there's identical people, just because I'm weird, I just pick whoever has played the most recently to like reward them with friend points. I feel like that's just a me thing, no. Most people just see what they want and hit the button. But when I see like identical servants that I need, that's just what I do. Oh, see, yeah, we got Buster down again. But yeah, like, I didn't really get much done, mainly because the stream I watched in the morning was, like, pretty long. Like, I keep meaning, which I guess it doesn't matter anymore since it got warm for, like, 2 days and then got cooler again. But I've been meaning to, like, swap out the clothes in my closet because I have too many clothes. So my summer clothes are all put away. So I need to put away, like, all the turtlenecks and shit and take out, like, tank tops and shorts. I haven't had the time. But it's not that warm out, so I wore shorts, like, on Sunday, and it was delightful. But now it's, like, 50 degrees again. It's fucking... His death animation is, like, longer than the time it takes to one-turn him. Or, like, when you did the actual, like, original versions of these boss fights, and he's, like, an MP that takes, like, 30 seconds. It's like, bro, come on now. Perfect. But, yeah, I had a job interview for a summer job. If I get it, then I obviously won't stream that much, so... It sounds like it would be really nice to have, though. Because I was like, but what if I'm like, I don't want this job because I want time to stream. But no, real life is more important, actually. So we'll see how that went, I guess. I think it went well. It's hard to, like, I've never had a job interview and been like, that was terrible. So it's hard to say. Because I've obviously had a lot of job interviews and then not gotten the job. But I've never been like, I bombed that. I just spaghettied all my words. Like, I'm pretty decent at, you know, looking like a functioning human being when needed, so. That was the highlight of my day, really. Yeah, oh, I did the dishes. That was the other useful thing I did today. And when I found this hat, I found some more hangers that were still in the packing box. I was like, we can put even more of my way too many clothes in the closet now. Awesome. But yeah, the hats were in the box that I have been using as a footrest. It's like, oh yeah, because the big packing boxes we have lying around mostly just have my cosplays in them, so at this point it's like they can just stay, especially if we're gonna move when the lease ends. There's no reason. Haven't been to any cons, so no real need to unpack my cosplays. I made like lists of which ones are in which box. So since I have done like a couple of like one-on-one location shoots during the pandemic, like I knew where to find stuff. But for the most part, it's like I really don't. I have like at least 3 packing boxes just full of cosplays. But that's mostly the ones that are like out in our living room. So I was like, oh yeah, there's these boxes under the table. Maybe it's in one of those. I have no idea what's in the other one. The one I opened mostly just had like packing materials in it, and these hats, and some hangers, and like 1 purse. Like, so it must have been from the tail end of my packing when I just threw shit in no boxes without any thought. You can have to pack everything again. Maybe. No, I definitely don't want to live in this apartment because it's just too small. It's not bad, but also it's just small. And there's not, like, I think I mentioned, and I've talked with Ari about this, but because she has a studio, so it's even worse. It's like, it would be fine if there wasn't a pandemic, because you could go outside and do stuff, and then just, like, it's just the place you sleep in. But when you have to stay at home all the time, it's like, because definitely, like, in college, had extremely small, sad dorms. But I literally just slept there and spent no more time there. So it's like, it's not really that big of a deal. Also, I have a lot of stuff, but it didn't matter in college because, like, you know, it was at my parents' house. But now that I'm fully on my own, I had to bring all of my stuff with me. Which is why I still have boxes of cosplays and, like, some of my anime figures. I didn't fully unbox any of my anime figures because it's like, what's the point if we're going to move, hopefully, into a house? Oh, sometimes that happens, but it's fine. But it's fine. This fucking scream. Sir? Are you good? I've killed you over 100 times, my guy. Also, someone said you didn't get bond bonuses, but, like, you clearly still do. I don't know why I have Shakespeare there, but I'm too lazy to, like, change it at this point. Can I get a Merlin, please? Yeah. Yay. I also mess with the filters, so I don't have to scroll through anyone that has waiver up. Like, hot tip, if you turn off all event bonuses, because he's an event bonus servant, he won't show up. So I don't know if anyone even has them up. It's like, it's kind of nice. I put all MLB CEs only, just so that there's less stuff to scroll through to find the specific thing you need. It would be really cool if you could put, I need this specific servant, or I need this specific CE, but I don't think that would be, I know you can do in some of the menus, you can do specific CE effects, but I'm not quite sure. I think you can. I don't know. Maybe I should see if I can change it to money CEs only. Because if I only see people with the original money CE that gives a little bit less, I mean, I'm still going to pick them. It's not, like, that big of a difference. Once you've done it this many times, it's like, whatever. So. Like, should I make, like, a fucking soundboard sound of a scream? All the rush of killing Barbados 100 plus times. Another one. Let me see. Can you do that? So yeah, I just have no event bonus available and max limit. No, you can't. Oh well. I mean, I could turn all these off, but since I have it turned off here, it doesn't really matter. Well, it's still a lot less to scroll through. I put up... I don't have Merlin. I put up my Scotty after just discussions with people as to whether waiver Scotty is more useful. We actually need this because we got this specific debuff. I put up my Sanzang and the cat, which I don't know how many people are going to get their DPS off of a support, but people seem to be like, yeah, you might as well if you have, like, the correct pieces, because I do have level 100 Black Grail on her, and she's like MP3, so it's like if for some reason everybody like someone has all the support you need and not the correct DPS they can use, I have that up on my support list. And then I just have Scotty with the Bella Lisa, because people were like the 50% charge is... I mean, depending on who your DPS uses, because Merlin is good if you're using a buster person, and like Scotty is good if you're using a quick, and like Waver doesn't, like he has general attack up, but he doesn't have something for like one person specific card type. So that makes him a little bit less useful in this scenario where you're just trying to boost one specific person. But yeah, in a scenario with more servants, then it's fine, obviously. Merlin Waver is still really, really good. The thing is, Sansang just has this stupid button that gives her 80% NP, and that's just kind of like... I got that Buster debuff twice in a row. What are the chances? I actually don't know how many different ones there are. I just feel like Martha's just standing there doing nothing most of the time because I get a different one. But yeah, I love getting a lot of QP because I am frequently very broke in FGO. I definitely know people on the opposite side who are like, I have too much money. I'm going to stop running this once I hit a certain amount because it's going to be too much. Because if you hit the money cap, there's a lot of shit where it just won't let you fucking do anything. It's like you're at the cap and it's like, really, game? Just let it disappear. I got close to the cap like once in JP, I think. I think it was like this past Christmas. Which I also streamed myself playing Lotto. And I just started dumping it when I got like close to hitting the cap. Which it was easy to do in JP because I just used those stupid faux pas things. Which are like really expensive for what they do, but it was perfect for me being like, I just need to get rid of Bunny. We don't have that yet in this server. But they literally just like power up one card and that's it. And they're expensive as hell to use. So I just threw a bunch of those on like Gale's Buster cards, all the ones I had, and it got rid of like a lot of money. I don't know what I will do if I hit the money cap in this server. I have a ton of embers. Like I have like 100 stacks and 50 stacks sitting in my gift box, but I don't want to use them. So like I started taking them out to level up Gray, but I intentionally chose the smallest stacks. And I have a ton of silver embers. It was kind of unintentional, but when I had to start pulling the 50 stack, it's like, you ran out of space, so it only pulled out some of it. And I'm like, okay, that's good. That was some unintentional inventory. No. Stuff. That was a good run, 2.6 million. If this were a drinking game, I would be like, every time that we get like a super good... Where are the money C's? Every time we get like a 3 million run, we could take a shot or something, but... Yeah. That's enough to do tonight. It's only Thursday, not yet. Thirsty Thursday. Oh wait, man, I had an alliteration stream name idea, but I made it about the party because of the party hat. I forgot it completely. It was gonna be Thrash in Barbados Thursday. Damn it. I can still change it. While it runs, let me change it. Thrashin' Barbados Thursday. I spelled thrashing wrong. There we go. Alright, I have updated the stream name because I love alliteration. Because I completely forgot because I was like, it would be hilarious to wear the party hat. And my fixation on the party hat overrode the name I came up with days ago. Oh, thank you for the Saint Quartz. I can't wait to roll for Junao and probably have a meltdown live on twitch.tv whenever that happens. I'm so scared. I'm like, wow, it'll be nice to finally get rid of all this quartz, and I'm also just like, I am scared. I'm scared. I'm trying to see if I can get 1,000 in time. Because I'm a bit over 900. And it should be like either at the very end of this month or the very beginning of next month. Depending on... I believe in Japan it was at the beginning of next month. But the schedules are a little bit off of the exactly 2 years. So like for the followers goal, since the goal is to get to 200 before that, hopefully I just put the end of May. Hello. The gotcha devil. Those are cute little emotes. Those are cute. I got distracted. This is what's up. This is it. This is it. This is... I don't remember how long this lasted in JP. I think it was like a week. If I remember. I don't have Umu, I just have Uwu. Where's Umu? Uwu? Uwu. Uwu culture. Uwu culture. It's if you turn the M upside down in Umu, it's Uwu. It's true. Yeah, I mentioned it before, but when this happened in... Oh, nice. 2.2 million. Pretty good. In JP. In the before... Well, yeah, but then they refreshed it. Because I slept through it in JP. Or I think I wasn't caught up yet. I don't remember. I was like, I kind of, when I did some of those, like, the reflection fights, that some of them have some gimmicks, I was like, how the hell did I do this in JP? Or I have to do everything blind because I can't fucking read. None of them were that hard, but some of them had specific enough gimmicks that I was like, how did I do that? Yeah, I play JP, because I dislike myself, because many years ago, I started playing EN shortly after launch, like probably a month or so, because that was ironically the year we went to Anime Expo, and it came out right around Anime Expo, and I was like, I don't want to start playing a new game while I'm busy getting ready to wear like 500 cosplays, because I am that bitch, unfortunately. I almost started while we were at the con, though, I remember, but I started playing it like probably a week after the con, maybe, I don't remember. Which is sad because I wasn't like into FGO really yet, and obviously there was a ton of FGO promotion at Anime Expo that year since they like had the release around the con, and I'm like, damn. It's like that. And I started, but yeah, I was like, I don't want to play both fights because both servers. Oh Jesus. I have my speakers really loud. Oh, the layering is... Why is the layering fucked up? Thank you for following. Also, Moriarty, why are you under the... Move him. Where is he? Watch me stare at OBS. I thought I put... Oh. I probably fixed it when I was streaming Fire Emblem, and this is a different scene in OBS. Is actually the problem. And I copied it. So I need to make sure... Also, that scared the ever-living shit out of me because I actually have my computer really loud. I don't... Oh yeah, I was listening to Guilty Gear music while I was doing stuff around the house. That's why. I was like, because I usually don't have it that loud. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to play both servers because I don't hate myself. And unfortunately... I've been playing them for over 2 years because, yeah, we're officially, like, EN is doing stuff that I already did in JP, so I'm just like, it's really been that long already, huh? But there was someone giving up. I basically picked up an account off of someone, so, and it's like a friend of a friend. And the main Discord server that I'm in where I talk about FGO stuff, it was like a friend of someone in there, and almost everyone else was already like, we already played JP, and it had a bunch of good stuff on it, and I was like, I guess I'll just take it. It's fine. It's gonna be like 3 years now, I think, because I got it around the summer. But it was someone where I feel like they mostly rolled the gacha, because it's kind of a mess. Like, I'm missing a bunch of early welfare servants. Some of them I can't, like, ascend all the way. Yeah, Yeah, like I don't have Ryder Kintoki, which is like sad because he's fucking broken, honestly. He's fucking like, how did they let that happen? How did they give out a free servant that's that good? But yeah, I'm missing him. Some of the other ones, like I know I have like Nobunaga, but I can't like level her up all the way because I'm missing some of the stuff, and I'm like, fuck. What the fuck? I have all of my gold servants maxed out like in this account because this is my main account, but like not in my JP account. I know, I'm sad. Maybe someday they will actually figure that shit out. They added some of the old events through the main interlude, but it's like only the ones that are really kind of related to the main story, and like none of them were things that I was really missing. So it's like, I was like, please, please. Oh, okay. I was like, I should probably check how alive my phone is at some point. I charged it all the way because I was playing while I was watching Hololive stuff earlier, and it got to like 30 something percent, and I was like, whoop. But I made sure to charge it almost all the way before streaming, because I do have, because I use I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, like Scrippy or whatever to do it, so I have it plugged in to the computer, but I don't think it charges while doing this, or it charges slowly. It's not as bad as the potato tablet I used to play JP, which like just crashes. Yeah, right? Well, like they did like BBE, but like the rerun of that event had occurred already when I was playing JP. I don't remember if the person that had it before me had BB or not. I don't think so. But yeah, I have a JP account. It's much more scuffed. I'm missing a lot of early like CEs and outfits and stuff, which frustrates me endlessly. Because I have like everything. I messed up like one event here once, and I literally cried. I think I've told that story before. So that's not happening over again. And Amma was like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" And it was Halloween. It is the Liz. I don't have both of the Mecha Lizzes because I fucked up on the first run. Because I think it was because I was too lost in the sauce with whatever was happening in JP. And I was also doing shit for like Youmacon because that's when Youmacon is. So I fucked up, and then I literally cried about it. Especially because in that case, like, you can actually get the two different ones. So, like, I actually did, like, kind of miss out on a unit. So I won't fuck anything up in EN again, since it's my main server. And I try not to completely miss out. Like, I skip challenge quests a lot in JP, because I'm just like, fuck it. But I try not to miss anything. Sometimes I will skip. I don't need challenge quests as much here, because I have a shitload of lores. And sometimes I'm just like, my brain isn't that big. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. The idol event has been fun. I don't know. Well, like, I don't know if I'm going to finish all the ladders because I feel like it's taking me forever. But I think I got all the tickets. I got all the outfits for the servants that I can get them for. So, because I don't have some of the lower rarity ones maxed. And I don't have, I think Altera and Shuten are the only ones I'm missing. I unlocked them for everyone that I could get. And I think, and they say that you can keep the tickets. So, like, if you roll them someday later, you can use it, which is nice. Because I would like to, I'm like, whatever on Altera personally, but I would like to get Shuten to complete my Aoyuki collection. Because regular Shuten is the only one I'm missing. But yeah, it's been, and I mean, I like an idol gimmick as a person that likes idols, so, like, the music changing and stuff is cute. Though having music with words while playing FGO is a little weird, but it's also, I actually went into my settings and, like, turned down the sounds and stuff, though, so I could hear the music better. I might need to remember to adjust that after that event ends, but IDK. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure that I'll finish all 3 ladders, because I'm, like, barely at, like, 500,000 on each of them. So, like, I just recently unlocked the 90+ stages. There's still a few days left, and, like, it's not as big of a deal. Like, I got her, though it was pretty early, like, earlier than usual, which a lot of people are like, that's a good, like, newbie-friendly event to give you the servant permanently really early compared to usually it's like, no. No. Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, it's a grind. I did the important thing. I got the servant. I believe I have, yeah, I have her, the permanent servant, and I got all the extra copies, so, and like I've leveled her all the way, so that's what's most important. I kind of do need lures. Like, I unlocked the challenge, but I haven't done it yet, because I'm really lazy about them. I do them at the last second. Yeah, a lot of people were saying for beginners it's really good too to have a free foreigner. I didn't have a foreigner in like a while. I have 3 now, I guess, if you count her in that server. She's really cute. I mean, also, like I said, I love idols are good. I don't know that I would cosplay the design because I'm like, it is a lot, but I like it. Oh, I got a C drop, which is like kind of like really unnecessary. Which is kind of... But thanks, I guess. There it is. Okay, good. Every time I get a CE drop, I'm like, please God, don't tell me you have too many CEs when I continue. But yeah, the idol outfits are really cute. And they're varied. Would have loved some boy idols. Maybe next time. As a boy liker. And as someone that likes everyone. Boy idol event next time. Thanks. I was like, it would be fun to attempt to stream the Moonlight Lost stream game because I have it on my phone, but I also think it would be an absolute fucking nightmare because it would like lag and shit and it would be an absolute mess. Yeah, I, for whatever reason, have rolled so many black grails that before I really knew what I was doing, I like burned a bunch of extra ones. So, I don't know why. I have like 3 extra ones. Yeah, I know. I've rolled like at least 7. Not like limit broken ones, but like 1 or 2 single copies before I knew how to like make CE bombs and shit. Yeah. I have a couple extra ones just sitting around to use as a bomb someday now. This is good. But yeah, I have like the one I'm using obviously is level 100. Listen, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I still hate dealing with CEs. I don't like burn them. I roll them into bombs. I need more K-scopes. I have 4. Though I don't know if like I want to combine them when I get the 5th one. Because in JP, I rolled my 5th K-scope while I was streaming. I was truly a hype moment. And then I combined them because people were like, when are you going to need separate ones? But then sometimes they do shit now where I'm just like, I could have used the 2 80% more than the 1 100%. Y'all lied to me. Because when am I going to get another one? Yeah, I combined them all immediately in JP because y'all told me to. Whoever the fuck was watching me stream that day probably. I don't know how to look up my own clips, but that's like the only clip I think I have other than me being bad at Mario Kart. Those are the only things I remember clipping from my own streams. But yeah, I have 4. Oh yeah, absolutely. Go to bed. Please sleep. Also, you're welcome. I'll be streaming tomorrow. It'll be this, but I'll be wearing my gray cosplay. I'm worried I'm gonna melt. I'm worried. I should mess with my overlay before. Oh, that was 3.5 million. I should have screenshotted that. Jesus Christ. Jeez. That was a big one. But yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow. Again, it'll be this. It'll be later in the evening because I work. So it'll be after work. It wasn't that bad. I streamed after work for the first time on Monday. And it was okay. I felt like I had already gone through the coming to life process, so that's nice. Koopy is good. I don't think I'm anywhere near close, but if I start to get close to capping, I will like go spend it doing random shit probably. I can't think of anything that will make it really easy to dump in this server though, because like I said, I used the faux pause in JP because I was like, the fuck is this? Oh, well, you can do it, phone. Let's see how live it is. 83. You're fine. Why are you acting up? But yeah, I'll cosplay. I will mess around with my overlay because I don't like how I backed up my chair so you could appreciate the stupid hat. um, because the field of view on it isn't that big. And I was considering, I was like, what if I just use my phone? And then I was like, oh wait, I needed to play FGO. But if I do cosplay when I do other stuff, I might attempt using my phone as the camera, just because I'm like, if you can barely see me, what's the point of putting on a cosplay? But yeah, I know where my stuff is for my grade cosplay too, so that's one big thing, because I will probably make my camera a little bit bigger on the overlay than usual. I actually made it smaller than the way I had it when I first started, because I'm like, eh. I mean, eventually I am going to also be a full-on weeaboo and transform myself into a VTuber, but I have to figure out a lot of logistic shit with that still, so that's not happening anytime soon. I'll need a better camera for that too anyway. This one's kind of poop. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I just appreciate FGO. I also enjoy talking about FGO. Like, that's why I like watching other people that stream FGO where the chat ends up just talking about it. Because I'm like, I could talk about FGO forever and for better or worse. So when I have to make normal small talk, I'm just like, it's like, talk about your day. And I'm like, we be trying. Martha, thank you for the sand quartz. I can't wait to roll for you now and cry the entire time. We love grinding for Bond. I wish we had more of the money Cs available, like the ones that give mixed stuff, but at least Bella Lisa came out. Because people were losing their shit since we got it a little bit later than it came out in JP. There were some people that were like, where is it? But we got it, so it's fine. Calm down, everybody. It would be whack if they... Oh shit, I picked Scotty on accident because I wasn't paying attention. Oh shit! This is what happens when you don't pay attention. This is gonna be scuffed. I was like... stares at my screen. Stares at... Something's wrong. Oh. Scuffed. Scuffed. It won't be... It's fine. we got one scuffed run. I mean... it's fine. Still did it in one turn. The only time I did 2 turns on accident was when I forgot to use the clothes buff. Now that I know that that still works in 1 turn, I'm like, do I really have to scroll until I see the Merlins? But no, I'm still going to. I don't want to be like, regret later. Regret. Regret. Yeah. I mean, it was like, I don't even remember. Because there were like 3 things that happened and people were like, where is it? What was it even that they... Because sometimes they do random stuff for like Western holidays. And I think that that's kind of nice. Because they do like the Thanksgiving thing every year, for example. And it was like, was it like Easter? I don't know. And even if it was just like tiny things, it's like, oh, that's nice. Maybe. How would they forget? Because people were getting really fucking pissed. I'm trying to think if there's any super rare people that are out that I want. I feel like everyone I want that really badly... I don't think I want anyone that's limited that, like, super badly. Yeah, because I got the Caldiace. recent volume, and it came with like an extra book that has FGO information, and it has like the order of the CEs. So it's like, look, this is how many CEs ago it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like before like the Oku event. They're just like, nah. Which I usually, well, yeah, in this server I do usually, when there's nothing to do, I do doors because I'm perpetually pretty broke. In JP, I usually do embers because my box is kind of a fucking mess. And it's not here, so. And it's like, y'all. But now we have it. But we don't have any of the ones that are mixed. Otherwise, they could have like all CEs that give money. Give money, please. I think I put some bond CEs. Because, I mean, I always enjoy, especially now that we have bond grails. Because that was one of the things, I've bought all of them so far. I don't really buy them that often in JP because same thing, my life is a mess. And, like, I actually am short on mana prisms. I don't even have that many servants that are bond 10. But I've bought all of them here because I'm like, yes, excellent. I freed, like, Kualter and, like, Gil from bond jail, and it was, like, amazing. I'm like, I can smash things again. Red button, supremacy. I should have worn my Buster shirt. That's what I should have worn for this. I'm not... Where is my Buster shirt? Where is... Damn. With the hat, that would have been good. If this is still going, but next week can it stream it more, I'll wear my Buster shirt. I have a bootleg one though. We did get, when there was FGO Fest, when I got this hat. We got all the wristbands though. I think we just bought all 3 of them. I'm trying to remember if I've used those. But they didn't have the shirts. At least not here. They just had the actual FGO tour shirt and the What's Up My Homies, and I do have both of those. Oh, we finally got the thing that means I have to use Martha. Just getting all this bond, she's just standing here. Oh, it's Barbados party hat from FGO Fest. I don't know how well it shows because I can't see. It's him. I have 2 other Demon God Pillar hats. They're from FGO Fest 2 years ago? Whatever the year was they did it in the US. I think it was 2 years ago. And yeah, we just took a couple because I was like, what if I get them all? Here I go, like, looking into this box. You can look at him. Because I'm like, I have some of the other ones. I don't know which one is which, like, Demon God Pillar is which based on appearance, though. I don't know who the fuck would be on that level. But I also have... I have these as well. I have these. I could wear them all. I think I have at least one picture of me at that con wearing all 3 of them. Wearing all 3. I went to one of the ones that was at Anime Con, so I went to the one at Asen. Because I don't really care. I'm not doxing myself if I tell you what large city I live by. The Chicagoland area. I think they had them at all the cons that they had FGO Fest at. But I might be wrong. Because I know that now the ones in Japan, they have the, like, the little faux hats instead. Let me see if I can find a picture of me wearing, like, 3 of these like a stupid idiot. Like, stupid. Though I didn't wear cosplay because I, like, had performance with, like, my idol dancing group or whatever, like, right before the FGO panel. So I, like, booked it. And I wasn't able to wear an FGO cosplay to that particular part. But yeah, I believe they had them at all the cons they did FGO Fest at. I would love for them to do it again. I don't know if they will. Discussed this at the very beginning, but I'm like, based on the fact that I think By the time I'm like looking at my fucking Facebook in the other monitor, by the way, to see if I can find anything because I'm sure it looks weird. Oh, here, it's in 2019. Yeah, it was this year. Damn, there are a lot of good ass pictures. But yeah, the like setup made like I got emotional when I saw it because I'm fucking lame like that. I still was pissed that we didn't get any Japanese guests at our stop. I'm still mad about that, but the physical space, I got like emotional. I got emotional when I saw it because I'm that kind of guy. All right, here's me in my Gudeko cosplay being a fuck. I never got the pictures of me with mascot Gudeko actually because they're on my friend's actual camera. It should be like, hey, do you have these pictures from 2 years ago? Can I get them, please? I was definitely extremely excited that we got to see the mascot Gudeko. I think some of the other like stops at bigger cons they had more of them, but it was still just like mascots are Gudeko. There she is, the real Gudeko, FGO. The real, actually, really the real Gudeko learning with manga. Okay. I don't have any. I have pictures of me doing fucking slop squats in front of the I think I like touched the base on accident for getting too close to it and they yelled at me even. I was like, sorry, I'm just being a Gilgamesh liker. Just did they have them? Because that's also the sort of thing where it varied per stop to stop. Because they had them just standing, and I know in some area places, which that might have just had to do with space, but some areas they had them like so you could pose kind of like you were holding it, but not really because you're not allowed to touch it. But so though they did have the bike that we could sit on. That was cool. I could post. Let me find a way to post this without it posting directly from my Facebook that has my full name. When you unfortunately have a unique enough last name. Though it's not that hard to find me, I'm gonna be honest. Doxes myself on twitch.tv. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. I lost my brain. Did I hit all the buttons? I did. I've officially distracted myself looking at old pictures of myself. Alright, let's see. Look at Gudeko. Yeah, this is probably... These are my other pictures from Mason that are not related to FGO Fest. These are probably the best ones. They're pretty good. Let's see here. Just throw it on the desktop. Thank you for the fruit that I don't need because you're a low rarity. Because you're... Can you please get some sequels instead? Finish this apple and then I'll show everyone this image of me. I know I took pictures wearing like all three hats, but they're probably selfies, which means they're like lost in the sauce. Of like phone pictures. Whatever the hell Facebook calls that. Who knows? It's Facebook. And it's where all my old con photos live. You can do it, Merlin. You can enhance my big titty spunky monk. Did I miss anything? Yeah, we're good. I gotta get my brain back in the zone. I looked at my other monitor for like 2 minutes and now I'm just like, where am I? Let's see. Alright, yeah. Everything's good. The time left makes me laugh too. Like, what if we don't do it? Oh no! Gwei! some point I'm also just like, St. Quartz check. How close am I to having 1,000? Place your bets on if 1,000 quartz will be enough to get the surf in that water or not. I'm so worried. Every time I'm like, I got dunked really bad by the gacha once, I won't do it again. It's like JK. Because that's also when I'm like, is it wrong of me to be like this upset over a fucking phone game? When you save for like half a year and get dunked and don't get the servant you want, I'm like, is it like, I'm just like, I feel stupid being that depressed about it, but like, man, it do suck. Then you get the servant later and you're like, oh, it's forgiven. Oh, it's forgiven. Let me see what I should do is finish my water and then just like, oh shit, did I get another drop? God damn it. I don't want to get too many drops because then it's going to be like you have too many CEs and then I'm going to have to fucking go through the goddamn pain of emptying out my CEs. Stop giving me CE drops. Okay. Are we good? Yes? Yeah. I like people's statuses. I don't actually. I think my status is just a cow emoji. Me too! Same hat! Well, I don't have 1,000 yet, but last I checked I had like 920 something, so I'm like, by then, should be okay. The time I got dunked was when Enkidu first came out. That's just for Joshi life. I got like a bajillion copies of Caster Gill, and I was like, not you. I want the boy. Yeah, and then I got really sad about it and I felt bad. Fast life. It's hard because I like try and temper my expectations because I'm like, realistic, like you can all, FGO has no pity and is cruel. So I'm always like, I have to mentally be prepared for failure, but when I fail that hard, it's like, it's really hard not to be like, depression. So I'm very scared. I'm very scared. But I'm gonna stream that whenever it happens. So maybe I won't. I'm like, I don't know if streaming it will like make it better or worse. I did stream myself once when I was trying to get Summer Jean like on YouTube, like before I started regularly streaming. I think I put it in the same folder with my other VODs on YouTube. You know, that's a really good point. Because they should have, well, eventually they'll have to add strange fake versions of people, but like, eventually. Someday. They will add strange fake versions of people. Yeah. You guys. Oh. Oh. It's gonna show up eventually. Thank you for following. Excalibur 1. Now I just want to go get my Excalibur, but it's in the other room. I have the foam one. It's fun. This is what's up. Every time someone's like, sup, I'm just like, this. This. Oh, hopefully it's not too late. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I've actually somewhat... The tragic thing is that I get up early in the morning to watch, like, Hololive streams because the people I like a lot live in bad time zones. And I'm like, is this really all it took for me to get up at 8 a.m. on a day when I don't work? Because that's what happened today. Oh, gosh, that's real bad, man. Because today I woke up at 8 a.m. to watch. Yeah. That's it. Well, I am becoming a better adult at waking up early by default. And it's like, I didn't think this would ever happen. Because usually I'm just like, if no one wakes me up, I will just keep sleeping. Like, forever. Literally. Yeah, I don't think I have any restrictions on, so you can just go for it. As long as you don't have anything to do. But, like... The only time that I live my life that dangerously is, like, at cons. Alright. I gotta get out of here, then. I was gonna... I'll look it in a sec. Because I was gonna finish drinking my water. Because that's usually when I, like, hit the play ads button. Refill water. Go to the bathroom. Etc. Yeah, I'm doing this. Probably for about another hour. Oh, I have a Discord notification, which means I must check it because I can't just look at the little thingy. It bothers me. I wish streamer mode would like make those go away too. I'm gonna keep doing this. Another one. For a bit. But I might... Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop on the hour, roughly. It's going. I don't know how many runs I've done, because I just keep hitting the other button. Well, I was already over 100 before I started streaming. Because I was doing it this morning. While I was watching the stream I was watching. I did a few last night. But I don't like that everything is, that's fair. There is still stuff, there is some still time after the raid, but that's fair. There's some good stuff in the shop, like I need like pages still, and those are in there. But it's going. I did a few runs yesterday. Sometimes I get annoyed that everything's in California time, because by the time it went up, it's like already pretty late here. So it's like, well, I have to go to bed. So I just did like 1 bar worth. But luckily, we just knew from the start that it was going to get extended, because otherwise I would have woken up and it would have been gone. I did a couple. I did a ton of them. How long was that stream? Probably like 3 hours. So I did it for like about... I stopped to clear my AP in JP real quick. 3. She's 3. It's the level 100 Black Grail. Level 100. It's... You know what? We can wait for 1 AP. We'll manually wait for 1 AP. I'll go look at the friends list. It's 4 AM and you haven't slept. That might be why. I haven't bought all the shop yet. I have in JP, which is why I'm just like, I guess I'll just... A got him. Oh god. Look at my friend requests. They're not... Alright, let's see it. I gotta scroll back up. Oh. I keep going like to type on my keyboard and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I like my girly Google keyboard. Sometimes I am like other girls. Okay, can we type? Yes. Nice. It's this button. What do we got? You gotta update your C's for this event. You're gonna update. That's my criticism number 1. Alright, let's look at the regular one. Mash. I love her. Does she know? I hope so. I appreciate Grilled Butterbeer and Koo. That's fair. You can actually just leave it empty. Also, for the raid, you could just put money. The new one if you have it, or otherwise the old one is fine. And usually what I do is I just put like the 1 servant I have. Mash. Mash. I mean, this is... Can I look at my own? How do I look at my own? See, oh. How do I play this game that I've been playing for like a bajillion years, guys? Okay. Let me see. How my own setup. See, like, I just have them empty, the ones that I don't have CEs for. And otherwise, I just tried to follow the guide. But I just put Sanzang here for anyone that wants to borrow DPS. I don't think that that's that many people. Oh, yeah, that's fair, too. Okay, that makes sense. That's totally fair. And then my normal one, I mean, not... What is this? What is... But it's hard sometimes because I'm like, I know that meta-wise, you should use like caster and all both for support casters, but I'm just like, I like boys. Here are all these boys. Also, there's Scotty, if you want, I guess. She's useful. Hello, Mars. So that's what you get. Also, it makes me feel sad not to have Enkidu and Gil next to each other, or else I would have switched my Lancer spot to Karna. But, like, look at them. They love each other. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I mean, my Rider and Caster spots are useful. Which, to be fair, though, that and, like, the all slot where you could put another useful servant, like, in day-to-day gameplay, like, that's the only fucking time people are gonna actually use your servants. So you can just put your favorites elsewhere, which clearly I have done. Doters, boys that I like, girls who are useful. That's what this is. All right, let's see. Did we get the last? We did. All right, let's do one. 155. Also, I'm like, wait, we got out so we can see how many I've done. I'm sure I know people that are harder. Also, I'm like, how much? Yeah, just as a cow emoji. How much quartz do I have? Just want to know. 876. But I have like a bunch of fragments. So anyway. I think I just have them on the last... No. I have to think about it. I like that there's a random button in JP now. Though I'm also hard-pressed. Because I know I have the art on the final art because it's really nice. But obviously it's not the same as the... Let's go look it up. FGO Wiki. You can do it, Google. Arjuna. Also, usually, it's gonna be in the Mana Prism shop. Yeah, it should still be there, because it came out pretty recently. So you should, if you have 5,000, or even, I don't know if it's better to have it to just have it non-MLB, if you can't afford all of them. Because I know, like, my brother was like, I can't afford them. Which I'm like, what the fuck are you spending those on? If you started your account new, obviously that's a different story. But I'm like, what are you doing? If you're someone that plays a lot and you can't afford shit. I can't afford shit in JP, but... Yeah, I believe I have it on. I gotta look at them all. I think I just left mine on 3. But well, usually also when I have someone in both servers, like, if they have drastically different sprites, it should just be 5,000, 1,000 each, yeah. Like, I flip them. Like, I have, like, baby waiver in one server and adult waiver in the other one, for example. But, like, that's obviously a really extreme example. When they're that different, I like to use different ones. Also, I like that Karna got his... Pivot's talking about Karna. I like that Karna got his animation update early, because I can, like, look at it with his regular outfit before the other outfit comes out. Because I think I just have him in the Super Karna outfit in JP. But I'm like, I can look at him now in his default outfit with his beautiful animations because they came out early. Love him. I think I just have it in the 3rd one right now. But I do like the contrast. I may mix it up if hopefully I roll him in the server. I just Karna. I'm so glad that they did that early. Should do that more. And then what was my other thought? Oh yeah, I was like, I guess since there's people that are new, I'm like, I can tell you my rolling Argent Altar and JP story. I think that's what I always talk about when I'm playing FGO, but basically, I've tried to roll him a couple of times. I don't think I tried to roll him when he first came out. I don't remember why. Usually people don't catch my eye when they first come out, I feel like, in JP. For whatever reason. I'm sorry, I'm checking what the hell my pingies are in Discord. Because I can't see the little number at the bottom of my screen. It drives me insane. I tried to get him a couple times. I know I tried to get him from, like, whatever GSSR it was that was split by, like, year. And I got Chinchi Huang, which is also fine. But I wanted Argent Altar the most. And so this year, for New Year's, I mean, if you want, go crazy. I don't know that I'll look at it on the stream per se, but this year's GSSR, the New Year's one, yeah, was the one where it was like kind of sorted by gender and by class, and by that I mean there were like 1,000 girl banners and like 3 for boys. Boy likers, we be going through it out here. I also like girls, but still. And I rolled on the one, I think it was like extra and cavalry. I don't know. There were literally like only 2 or 3. Yeah, usually I do the GSSR every time. I'm a consumer whore and how. I try not to spend money other than that on JP because it's supposed to be my side account. And for EN, usually since we know it's coming, like I know, like for example, if I don't get you now, I will probably buy like 1 or 2 packs, but probably not any more than that. Just because like that's a lot at that point. I mean, I think that's fair because I know some people that never roll and they're like, I don't roll because like the chance, like I could just not get anything, but then they just have like a bajillion quartz that they never use. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So I think that makes more sense to me because there are a couple people I talk to that literally have like a bajillion of like tickets even. They just don't use it, and then they complain when they can't clear content. And I'm like, just roll. Like maybe you won't get what you want, but like it's gonna improve your gameplay experience at least at that point. There probably are a couple SSRs that are like just kind of garbo gameplay wise, but there's not that many. But yeah, I did GSSR and JP. And it was, I don't remember who else was on there. Yeah, right? Exactly. I don't want to like start shit with people, but sometimes there's like 1 or 2 people in the Discord I talk a lot in that are like that. And I'm just like, why are you even playing? Why are you playing then? Stop. Get some help. Get some help. At least just roll. Space Discharge is really good. But yeah, I rolled the GSSR and JP, the New Year's one. I rolled the one that had, I don't remember who else, but it had Merlin on it, and it had Argent Altar on it, and I really wanted Argent Altar because, I don't know, several reasons. He's hot. He's really good gameplay-wise. Those are the primary reasons. Monster Boys, excellent, 10 out of 10. And I didn't really want Merlin, mainly because I already have Merlin, and like you don't really get that much out of getting additional copies of support casters because I mean you just don't really. So it's like whatever. And then I rolled. Yes, you should. I rolled the very first card. I don't remember if it was rainbow, if it was gold. Caster, Merlin, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking burn this guy. I'm so pissed. How could this happen? I don't need a second copy of Merlin. This is like the worst thing. I'm so fucking mad. I love that image. I was so mad. The roll, the goes through the roll, as you may or may not know, they have the +1 is a thing. That's gonna be this anniversary as well for English, I believe, right? The extra, the 11th card. So anyway, yeah, the whole time it's like, well, you could get 2 Yes, that is the end of the story. So, yes, the 11th card was Junao, and I was just like, Mom, holy fuck. It was truly the wildest occurrence that could have happened. And we were like, it's because Merlin knew that you were gonna burn him. To save his ass. I don't think I would have actually done it, but I was like, I don't really need another copy of Merlin. Yeah, the +1, that's definitely the best +1. I think I've had at least one other where like the 10 and the +1 have been like 4 stars, which is pretty cool. But that's the best +1 that I've ever had, for sure. I don't have Merlin in this server, which is why I'm borrowing. I think I got Merlin in JP when it was like that one summer where Merlin was up like once a week or something really fucking weird like that. Is that gonna be this year? Or was that? No, that was the... Yes. I'm thinking. No, yeah, that would be this year. Because it's when he gets his summer outfit. Mm-hmm. And last year was the first time that they had the summer guy outfits. I mean, I could also complain about how the summer guy outfits are not naked enough. As a boy like her. Where are the boys in actual swimsuits? Ooh, 400 million. We are increasing the money. It is kind of funny to think about like your specific Chaldea sometimes. Or like in story when they have you doing stuff with servants that you don't actually have and it's like, bro, I don't have these servants. Bro. I should choke my water so I can do the things I was actually planning on doing when I went to refill it. But then the last like chunk of the stream gonna have no pre-roll ads because you get a whopping 20 minutes of no pre-roll ads when you roll ads. Why am I actually looking down at my phone instead of using the casted image on the computer? Yeah, back at it again. Back at it again, Krispy Kreme. Is repeating memes a valid human that are not even percent? I don't know what the current hip with the kids memes are. I'm shocked I'm still wearing this hat because it's like the chin strap is weird. I tried to put it on like behind my glasses, but there was no way it was gonna stay on that way. Okay, I finished my water. Where are we at? Where are we at AP wise? 133? Alright. Here's what we're gonna do, friends. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to figure out how to add this sick image that is a cool picture of me. But I have to find it. Not the picture of me wearing this hat. Holy shit, that's not what I wanted. I mean, yes, it is, but I didn't want it to be that big. There I am, Gary. I don't know what... Can I move the text? I can't. Here's me. Here's a waiver. Please watch Case Files Thank You is actually even more relevant right now. Y'all are gonna watch me make a clown of myself live on twitch.tv. There we go. Yeah. Wait a minute. Fuck. Okay, there's me. There's me. That was the same year they had that. Case Files is Pog. I made that as like a Facebook header for like a panel I ran at a con once. Now you have a picture of me going you. Now you have... Alright, I'm going to stop this from playing repeatedly. I'm gonna hit the button that plays ads for 1 minute while I go refill my water. If you're a subscriber, you won't get ads and you can just stare at this in all its beauty. If not, give me a minute. Actually, probably more. So you'll get to stare at this after the 1 minute of advertisements. Sorry, sometimes we just gotta give Twitch, I mean, technically I get, like, fucking pennies when I run ads. Okay, 1 sec. Goodbye. hope you enjoyed seeing me have the goddamn time of my life on the Kentucky bicycle. Alright, let me pull FGO back up on my phone. Da, 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 da. Which of these scenes? Yes! I've chosen the correct one. Oh. Nice. Okay. Hello? Oh. My phone was just like, no! Y'all miss me. I went to the bathroom and I refilled my water. And I adjusted the hat because I was like, oh, it doesn't show that well. No, it doesn't show. If I'm going to wear this hat, it's because y'all want y'all to see it. Well, see, they look the same. Why am I looking down at my phone? Sometimes I use the screen capture, the like screencasting thing just to play FGO on the computer, like if it's story. Because it's nice to like not have to like look down at my phone. Or like, I should see about getting a phone stand. Because I usually put it kind of on top of something just because like my neck is a disaster. I would like to avoid hurting it. But yeah, we're gonna do this for a little bit more. Oh no. Every time he goes, oh, oh, y'all like where my Barbados imitation. Fuck. I actually really need bones, so this is great. I'm living. I have some like low rarity sermons. I started leveling at some point. Just, I don't know. It must have been like double success or something. Because usually, I'm gonna be honest, I'm that fucking guy that's like, I only leveled my gold servants. Not like 100% of the time, but I usually don't level low rarity servants other than the ones that are like useful for some specific need. Other than when there's like double success up or like I have a surplus. I actually do have a surplus of members right now, but I'm saving them because I'm hoping that I will roll Arch Altar. And maybe even basically everyone that comes out in LB4 because I love and cherish all of them. So I would like to be able to use them for them. But I have some like random low rarity servants I was leveling and then they needed bones to ascend and I was just like, nope. So maybe I will actually do that now. I don't even remember who it was. It's like 2 servants, and then every time you go to the enhancement screen, it's like, you have 2 servants to ascend, and I'm like, I do not see it. I don't have enough bones. But now I have a lot. Thanks, Barbados. It's totally worth it. Like, just sat down, but I'm just like, how much do I wish to share with Twitch.tv? Oh, me. Alright, good. I'm like, do not give me CE drops, please. Actually, please don't. I like some in, like, JP. That'd be cool. Damn, we actually gonna have to hit the update button. We don't have the timer yet either that tells you how much time is left before you can refresh again. Which, that's one of those things where I'm like, it's not that important, but it's kind of nice to have. Damn, I guess I'll just take one of the Merlins that has the original Mona Lisa, because I'm like, I'd rather do that. I'll do the one that's actually on my friends list. Because I feel like it's going to take less time to do that and then just refresh repeatedly. Let me check something real quick on my other monitor. No, we're good. I just don't want to lose my tabs I had open earlier. Because I usually close them all when I stream so that my computer is not like, why do you have... I actually managed to, like... Usually I just open YouTube videos in a tab and leave them open until I watch them, which I know is terrible, and I'm aware that watch later is a playlist, and I have things in there, but like out of sight, out of mind. So At the most, I've had like 20 tabs, and they're mostly just like YouTube videos. So I closed all of them, obviously, when I stream, because otherwise the computer would poop its pants, probably. But then if I open and close too many other tabs, then like it doesn't show up in recently closed anymore. So that's why every once in a while it's like, wait a minute. Though usually I don't like do stuff on the computer while I'm streaming, obviously. Sometimes I look something up. But usually I'll just try and open whatever I need. Which right now for this, I don't really need anything. But like when I play Fire Emblem, I have like things bookmarked. Or for like certain FGO events, I will just use a walkthrough. Or like when I was doing the Akihabara event in JP. I was just looking at like every single time I was checking if there was like one enemy, like how many enemies waves there were and stuff. But for this, I don't need anything. I consulted the spreadsheet that had good setups before this even started and just set up my team. Okay, I was like, what's going on? We were doing fine finding fucking Merlins, and then I went to the bathroom and suddenly they're just gone. If you have a Merlin with Bella Lisa on your support list, please call me. I think I tweeted that already, like last night when this first started. I was like, hey. But now that it's picked up, there are more people. So people probably just didn't have it ready right away, which is fair. Like I had my setup ready and I changed my support, I think like an hour roughly before it started. I was typing for 1 second. Now I'm back. Money. Money is important. Sometimes you just don't have enough QP to do something. And then you just feel really sad, honestly. I have absolutely been there. It was kind of nice when I first picked up my JP account because there was actually a lot of QP on it, so I could just like skill things from 1 to 10 in one sitting and just be like, oh, I need this skill? Okay. That's truly power, honestly. That's no longer the case. But it was really nice while it lasted. I mean, there's still like a lot of this meter left. So my plan is that basically all my streams will be this as long as this is still happening. But I'm not quite sure. I guess I could just do the math. Duh. It says the number of like days left, which that would be the maximum amount of time. Because normally I do stream other things, but in like if it's like lotto season or something equivalent in FGO, I told people like that's all I'm doing. That's it. And when it hits lotto in both servers, I play them both at the same time. It took me, hopefully I remember how to do that, because I did figure out how to get the screen capture thing I used so that I could stream them both. I think I still have like a scene in OBS for it too. So whenever that happens again, because that's truly a time. That's like peak no life. Are you okay, phone? Have you had enough? You can't be dying. 77. You're fine. Oh, okay. It just like didn't even show that screen. Yeah, I'm going to do this for probably about 20 more minutes. But I'll be back. If you want more repetitive Barbados destruction action, I will be streaming FGO again tomorrow. But I will be wearing my gray cosplay. It's gonna be my first time streaming in cosplay. So I'm mostly excited, yeah. I'm not like nervous per se, other than like if I'm probably just gonna get really, really warm. So that's my only concern. And I should probably mess with my overlay a bit ahead of time. But it's just gonna be this still. And then depending on if it goes into next week, my early week streams might still be this. Let's do math. Calculator. How many days is this supposed to be? Like a week? What? The time left thing does say a full week. I don't know that that's actually gonna happen. That's gonna make it a little hard for me to do my stream schedule. If I stream this again next week, though, I'll wear my Buster shirt, because I didn't think about that. I can't do it tomorrow since I'm cosplaying. I try to wear, like, air quotes nerdy shirts. For a while, I wore FGO shirts every single time, and then I, like, ran out of new ones to wear. Once I, like, loop back around in my closet, so to speak, I'll go back to doing that and wear them all again, but... Though this is, like, a 3D idol shirt, so I'm like, I don't think anybody even knows what these are. I've worn band shirts, though, too. It's like, since I don't go out right now, obviously, you know... standard for right now. It's like, when do I get to wear my cool shirts? So it's nice to stream. Though now that I'm streaming after work on some days, it's kind of like I might just not change. Because, I mean, I had that job interview before this. I considered just, ooh, good ass run, wearing the same thing, but I like wore a long sleeve shirt and a blazer, and I was like, no, I'm gonna just get really warm in this, so I changed. Though I think it would have been kind of funny to be wearing like a button-up business shirt with the fucking Barbados hat. But I would have been too warm in that. I'm gonna be warm tomorrow, but like it's kind of different when you're warm in a cosplay. Because I've been through that. I've been through being way too cold in cosplays and through being warm in cosplays. It do be like that sometimes. Honestly, the worst has been when I was like, I'm gonna cosplay something kind of naked, because anime girls, because it's hot out, and then it doesn't help. Mainly thinking, like, the year I went to Otakon, which was like a long time ago. I don't remember. It was before it was at the location it's at now. It was still in Baltimore. I wore my Mew 12 Blaze Blue cosplay. Because I was like, it's really hot. And this is like a fairly skanky anime outfit, I guess. I don't know. The problem, but like the material, like basically it was so sweaty that it was like sticking to me and it was so gross. And it was awful. And it was kind of the same when I cosplayed like Tharja. Though that's kind of different. Because at the end of the day, when you're like Tharja Fire Emblem, like she's kind of naked, but also she's not. Like she's wearing a full bodysuit. So that was something else where I was like, I'm really uncomfortable the entire time that I wore that cosplay. Skahawk is the same, but I only wore my Skahawk cosplay like once and not for that long though. So I'm like, I don't really remember. I feel like maybe I was more mentally prepared because it was after I'd cosplayed Tharja. Both of those are things. My Tharja cosplay is really shitty because I tried to make it myself and I'm not. I am a shamelessly biased cosplays kind of person. And every once in a while I get into the mood of maybe I should try making my own things. But yeah, I made kind of my Tharja cosplay is really shitty. It was really... So I'm like, I should attempt to fix that at some day and wear it again, maybe? I don't know. That's the only Fire Emblem cosplay I've done. I've been playing Three Houses, as people that watch me stream other shit maybe know. And like part of the goal was definitely like, I can cosplay this with my friends. But also, I think I mentioned this on Monday. I'm like, how many of my friends will still give a shit about this when cons come back? Please cosplay Fire Emblem Three Houses with me. I don't know who I want to cosplay from it yet, but... Oh, thank you for following. Poggers. That's the only part of that. Can I get some of my... I'm gonna type Pog into my emotes and just post all the Poggers that I have. Poggers. All the different Poggers varieties. Pog chant moment. I'm sorry, I'm just being fucking annoying. Whenever it's like on Discord, I've sent poggers in response to people because I don't have nitro, so I can't use, like, when I'm having like a one-on-one conversation or just in like a group chat and not in like a specific server. I've definitely just typed out poggers as a response to something, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have nitro, so I can't like access any emotes that correctly reflect my emotion. That's fair. I turned up. I mentioned it earlier that in JP, I like went into the options and I like turned down sound. I ended up turning sound effects even lower because I was like, this shit is loud. I turned the sound effects and voices lower so that I could jam out to the tunes. I mean, usually it's good to adjust them because the default's not great. The bops. Collab events always have really good music, though we could get into like the is that event truly a collab discussion, because I know. But they always have really good music because they have stupid Barbados hat back on my head. Because they have music from whatever it is they're collaborating with, so usually it's like anime music. Like you can get the Kajiura music when it's like the Fate Zero collab, for example, as a good example. Yeah, I played Waltz a bit, but then I got stuck because I can't read Japanese, and I was like, I don't understand the mechanic. What am I supposed to do? And then someone explained it to me, but I didn't end up playing it again. I think I have it on here. Last time I tried to open it, I'd probably have to like figure out how to update it or something. I don't know. But I do have it on my phone. And I played it a little bit. Like, when it first came out. I am curious if they're gonna have to release that in English when we get to that point. And if they're still gonna do the weird ass, like, this game is supposed to be limited, and then get pissed when it gets released to a greater audience, and then be like, haha, JK, it's not limited anymore. Because that's so stupid. Did they? I think they did release a CD with all the Waltz songs, right? Am I right? Or announced one? I don't know. I like getting the physical FGO soundtracks. I think I've had the first two. I know they recently announced, I think, the third one, like, getting, like, released, like, in the US. Which just means that FGOEN is gonna post about it. I know I've gotten some of them at con. Like, I think I did buy one of them from, like, the FGO Aniplex booth at a con. But sometimes I just get them on, like, Amazon JP. It ends up costing the same, I think. Because usually if you buy it, like, at a con, like, they'll upcharge a little bit. But if you get it from Japan, you have to pay for the shipping. Like, I feel like maybe now it might be cheaper. The thing is, there's no cons. But right now, shipping from Japan is, like, crazy expensive. But, like, in normal times, usually whatever they upcharge you is going to be about the same. So, if you, for CDs, like, Amazon Japan ships really fast. They used to be able to get free Prime shipping, but that's definitely not a thing. I tried to see if I could do it when I got the Caldia Ace book, Type Moon Ace book. Wrong one. I have one of the Caldia Ace books, too, but the Type Moon Ace volume I got recently, I tried to see if I could finagle my way into getting free Amazon JP shipping. I could not figure it. I couldn't do it. But it ships really fast, which is saying a lot, because, like, right now that's also rough. And yeah, it was really, really fast shipping. I thought about getting Lack's new art book on there, but I stopped myself. But maybe I'll get it someday. But I would definitely recommend, for buying, like, CDs and books from Japan, Amazon JP is pretty good. I've gotten some other stuff on there. Like my Switch case, because I got one of the fucking Animal Crossing ones. I love Animal Crossing. But Waltz has good music. I haven't heard like all the songs in the actual game because I did get stuck at a certain point. So it's been nice. It is kind of weird having music with words while you're playing FGO. But it's also really nice and a nice change. And the mechanic of... It's funny when you have someone as your center that plays the special music and then they die and it just changes back to the normal music. It has that jazz music stops energy. I think I have the first two FGO CDs. I don't remember. I should check. Because I know I recently saw them being like, you can get the third FGO soundtrack now. And it's like... I mean, you could before. You can just get it from whatever they use as their, like, official distributor for EN side merge. I think that it's just, what's it called? Right Stuff? Because that's where I got all the stuff when they did the Aniplex Festival last year. Because I did get... That's where I got the St. Quartz enamel pin. Because they had that for FGO Fest, but it was only, like, towards the end. So they didn't have it when I went to the con in person, but they had them on sale for that, and they had some other stuff. I got a shirt. And probably some other shit, because I like items. I have calmed down with my... Sounds good. I was kind of like, I should stop when it hits 4 p.m. for me. And I'm like, I'm at 29 AP. How many minutes before it fills? Yeah, that's totally valid. This is about to be 4 p.m. How many minutes? How many minutes? 3 minutes. I might just use some grapples. Yeah, that's fair. Fuck it. One more. Last apple. Unless somehow we start having a riveting conversation. I don't want to stop. Oh yeah, thanks. It's nice. I mean, like I said, I love talking about FGO. Especially when I stream other games. I'm always like, what the hell do I talk about? What the hell do I... So I always appreciate people talking to me about it. I have one hyperfixation at a time. That's actually something else with the pandemic that I was like, what if by the time the pandemic is over, which I already know that this has happened, my friends and I don't have any interests in common anymore. Which, to be fair, my like real life friends mostly aren't into Fate. I like have been through it trying to like get them into it, and it has worked on like 1 or 2 people, but for the most part it hasn't worked. It hasn't. So like when it comes to, because I like cosplaying obviously, and we go to cons together, but like I love the idea of doing cosplays with my friends, but like no one's gonna cosplay like FGO stuff with me other than like one of my really good friends. And then, like, my brother and, like, my boyfriend and I do a couple stuff, obviously. Which is still decent. But, like, out of my greater friend group, like, only one person would actually do that. So I'm like, well, we already kind of had different interests. But, like, since it's been, like, a year, more than that, I mean, I've seen some of my good friends, like, once or twice. Like, we just hang out at someone's house, you know? That's it. Thrilling. But... like, I have developed really only one additional hyperfixation during the course of the pandemic, but I'm like, probably everyone's gonna have, like, even more wildly different interests once this is over. So that'll be a good time. For now, I mean, I'm still on this. But games-wise, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we're all super hype about, like, Animal Crossing when it first came out, which was like, basically almost at the very beginning of the pandemic. And we would, like, visit each other's islands constantly and shit. That was really nice. But like, that has not happened anytime recently. Animal Crossing is one of those things where I keep being like, I should stream that, and then I just don't. And then I just... Maybe someday. I do enjoy Animal Crossing. I did have plans for what I was going to do with my Animal Crossing island that I never, like, followed through on. What I'll probably do is I'll just spend a crapple at the end so that it's exactly 0 AP. Or a bronze apple, also known as a crapple. Also, because I also have a bajillion of them. Everyone's always like, how do you have so many? I'm like, I just don't use them. I don't know. I don't know. I only use them for stuff like this. And then, like, if I'm really behind on an event, obviously, I'll use them at the end to finish. And then I use them during, like, half off, like, 8 Ember dailies usually. And then that's it, I think. I don't think I've really used them to play story. Nah, no sniffle. None of my sans eggs I roll, they're intentional, and that's what really fucks me up. Never once did I try to roll her. I was spooked 3 times. I don't remember what I was trying to get, but... Fucking hat. I'm like, I want to take it off from about to finish, so I might as well see it through to the end. Maybe I'll try and rig another way to wear it. If I wear it again next week. Bustin'. Will I get a DMCA if I play Bustin'? Because that would be really good background music for this. Definitely have been wanting to, like, try and find background music. It doesn't matter that much for FGO, but I don't want the DMCA man to come for me. That's why I was, like, really paranoid the one time I did karaoke on stream and I just didn't archive it. I was like, no. I do want to do that at some point this month. I was thinking of doing something special the weekend when ASIN would have been, which is the week before the holiday. It's in like 2 weeks already. I'm talking about maybe doing a collab with people. I might also like maybe do karaoke. It would be fun if I wore cosplay that entire, maybe not the whole week because that's unreasonable because like I still have work. But if I wore cosplay, and they might have to be really simple cosplays because I'm like, it's hard because I'm like, do I really want to put on an entire ass cosplay just for stream? I don't know. This was a good run. Money-wise, at least. But I'll think about it. Because I think that would be cute. Because I miss anime cons, obviously. I was gonna cosplay when I do the roll, when I roll for Argent Altar and roll a bajillion quartz and hopefully don't have a meltdown live on Twitch.tv. I was thinking of doing Gudako. And then someone, I was like, are you gonna wear your Jinako cosplay? I'm like, that also makes sense. So I might just be like, you, the people, do you have a strong preference? Because those are both really easy. I actually was just gonna probably wear it. I have like several Gudako Mimi Gudako shirts. So I'm probably gonna wear one of those. Because my actual, because I have the original outfit, like the white one, not this one. But like one of the like bumps on it got messed up or something, I think, last time I wore it. And I'm not 100% sure I know where that even is. But they're both easy. So I'm like, either of those is fine. And tomorrow I'm gonna cosplay Gray, and that's like moderate. It's just a lot of layers, and I kind of need help getting it on. But it's not too bad. So we'll see how things go. Oh. Okay. Last what? Last one? Last. Look at how many of these I have. Last one. Last one. One more. One final. Hee Sanzango brr. I'm gonna keep doing this upstream though. Not like right now though, because I'm like, I should do something useful. I'll probably do it later. The Guilty Gear tournament I run is today. So I'll probably do it while doing that. Because I mean, I only really need to wait for people to tell me their matches are done and then I, you know, input the information. But otherwise, I'm just chilling. I'm just so I can. But I'm gonna take a break for a few hours, probably. To be a useful, functioning adult. Oh god, my foot's falling asleep. Why? I wasn't even sitting on it. Anyone else sit on their feet and then wonder why they fall asleep? Like, why? Oh. Me foot. Alright, I want to exit out and see how many I'm at. You know how many I was at? Let's see. Let's see. Alright, everybody. That was like kind of mediocre as far as the money goes. What are we at? You can do it, game. You can load. I believe in you. Yes? 180. I was at like 112. So we did like about 70 runs on stream. Thank you for witnessing this. So, what's going on? My Guilty Gear tournament is today, which I mentioned. I have the command for it. If anyone is also into that. That is today, and it's been a while. We took a week off 2 weeks ago because I was out of town. So, yeah. And I will stream tomorrow. It will be this. It will be more smashing. But, I will be wearing my gray cosplay. It'll be my first time streaming in cosplay. I technically set a goal for every 10 subscribers is one cosplay stream, and I owe 2, technically. So, yeah, I will figure out another one at some point. But for now, I'm going to do that tomorrow. It will be later in the day. I don't remember what time I said, to be honest. But I work tomorrow, so it has to be later. I think I said 8 p.m. Central. You can actually take a look. So I figured out how to get the schedule to show on my Twitch. Or you can look at my Twitter. It should be the pinned tweet. What time did I say? Yeah, I said 8 p.m. That sounds about right. So like 4 hours from now, for reference in different time zones. And then if this raid is still going, which apparently it should still be early next week, I've streamed this again Monday night. Y'all can look at. It's gonna be sideways. It's gonna get fucked up. Oh, I was like, y'all can look at my wallpaper. But basically, tomorrow, this again in cosplay though. You can be like, aw. Gray is cute. And foreseeable future, this. Yeah. Let's see. Who do we want to raid? I mean, there are a lot of people who are just streaming this same thing, so I'm like, it makes sense to raid someone that's doing this. Twitch? Always happy to take suggestions for who I should raid, especially when Twitch decides to poopy its pants while I'm trying to search. I could just do the usual, but maybe we'll mix it up and raid someone I haven't raided before. I'm not sure. But usually I do try, especially when doing FGO, to raid someone who is also playing FGO. It just makes logical sense. We are raiding someone else who's doing the raid. Funny. Or maybe I will just raid the person that I know. Because then I can sit in that stream while I actually do useful stuff. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're just gonna raid task because I'm fucking lazy. I'm fucking lazy. I'm like, should I probably mix up who I raid? Probably. But also I'm like, but then I can sit and watch him. Since today, I ended earlier. So, yeah. Okay, thank you for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow, but I'll be in my cute cosplay. Bye-bye.